Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 1 dropped. Sorry, I got my phone here just because I have a lot of notes on this issue. There is a lot of stuff in this issue that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but there's a lot of stuff in this issue that's keeping me interested, and I want to keep reading more and more and more and more. Like, I want to know where this writer is going to go with it, and I want to know if he's going to touch on any of this stuff that he just removed for no reason as of now. For example, Tiana is gone. Tiana is Miles Morales' love interest. She's the Vulture's granddaughter. And she's no longer dating Miles. Why? We don't know. We don't know. He didn't tell us. It just says recently he got broken up with her. Recently he became single. That's all we know. That's it. Is that what's going on? I don't understand. What's happening here? Why did you just hand wave away Miles' love interest? I don't understand. If they want to go and like wait a little bit into like the run to explain more, that's fine. I don't think everything from a new run needs to be explained in issue 1. That's pretty boring. It's unfair on the writer to force him into such a linear form of storytelling as well. But this has to be addressed. She was with Miles for like, let's see, a med run, which I believe started in like 2018. So around 2018, she's been with Miles, and then she just gets hand waved away. Like, we need a little bit of a reasoning. Again, if he gives us a reason, I'm cool with it, but you can't just hand wave her away and not give us a reasoning. That would be fucking awful. There is a new potential love interest, though, in Valentina. She seems pretty cool. She's half Japanese, half Ukrainian. She's from the Ukraine, and her parents were around for Chernobyl. That's why her eyes are special. I'm of the belief that she has superpowers, even though she says she doesn't have superpowers. We're going to see where that goes. We don't really know too much about her. She's cool. You know, she seems a little bit like more like the forward one, if anything. She's like talking to Miles. She's like, "You're weird." And Miles is like thinking to himself, like, "Oh my God, I'm being weird." And then she's like, "Do you want to ask me out?" And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm kind of being weird still." But like, she's pretty forward. She's pretty cool. There's not much to know about her yet other than her ethnicity. And she has a love for science. And her parents were a part of Chernobyl. And she's got cool eyes. That's all we really need to know so far, at least. Ganke's here in a big way. That's good. I feel like Ganke was left to the wayside a little bit in the Ziggler run. It's probably one of the few gripes I have with it. Ganke being in the forefront of issue 1, great. He's working with Miles. They are going to be planning a way to train their superpowers and see how the extent that they go. And in that conversation that they have about training, they talk about the sword even, and that makes me happy because it seems like the sword's going to stay. I was worried they were going to get rid of the sword. Ganke even says you can make a sword. I don't know why, but it's cool. That lets me think that the author himself also thinks it's cool and it's going to stay. I'm hoping. Because that was really the main thing I didn't want changed from Ziggler's run to this run. School life is also more prominent. It's only 1 issue in, but, you know, he's in school for it. The last run had Miles writing in the journal, and it felt like that was going to be a big part of his school antics. But instead, that was more of a way for us to just get Miles' views on things. We didn't really get too much of Miles in school. So this is what we've got. Like in the last run, but this current run seems like we're going to be doing it more so. It's only 1 issue, so we don't know for sure. Same with Ganke, but both of them were not featured a lot, you know, School and Ganke in the last run, so for them to be prominent in the first issue is a good sign. Token Souls is referenced also in that conversation. Miles and Ganke are actually playing Marvel Token Souls in the background while they're talking about the superpowers and training and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. I love when they do nods like that. Like, I think a Venom issue during the that Spiral arc had Marvel Rivals featured in it too. I thought that was pretty fun. You know, it's just fun when they do little nods like that. I love the games being featured and stuff, and I wish the comics would get some features and other stuff too. I think it's cool. Miles' fighting IQ is very high. It's like at an all-time high. I was happy to see this. I was shocked to see this because I'm so used to reading Amazing Spider-Man, which even now actually is doing a better job with his fighting IQ. But the Zeb Wells run just threw it into the dumpster fire that Joe Kelly's having to do everything he can to completely repair the damage that was done to Peter Parker Spider-Man's ability to fight. It just felt like he couldn't fight for shit. Man, put up his hands, got his ass beat every single time. But and not Miles, not in the Joe Kelly run, but neither with Miles in this run. You know, Miles shows up, he's beating ass, man, and he's like able to identify people's powers just off a whim. And like at one point, he like throws a woman in the sky because she needs to release kinetic energy. Then he starts fighting a bad guy. Then he jumps back outside. He catches the woman before she hits the ground. It's like, oh, this guy's actually fucking OD. This guy really gets this sauce now. He can fight. He can scrap. He's really about this shit. He's got a battle IQ that's really high up there. He can identify what's going on around him very quickly as well, too. Showing all this stuff is really cool because I get nervous, a lot of the times when you read a lot of these books, because like I said, Zed Wells' Spider-Man really just made it a little bit abysmal. It's like, well, this guy just loses every single fight he's a part of. But even more so than that, like when you a book I read recently was Ultimate Black Panther, the newer one, and as well as Absolute Batman. And I think Absolute Batman does it better than any other book I've ever seen in my entire life of showing battle IQ and why it's so cool and interesting to see a character actually be good at fighting. And I think Ultimate Black Panther is the opposite. I just like a foregone conclusion. He just fights and he just wins. But it's like, show me why. Show me his tactics. Show me why he's so tactical. Show me that stuff. It was cool that we got to see that in Miles. I hope we get to see a lot more because I thought it was really great. We didn't get to see a lot of this from Ziegler's run. He just was in the action, but seeing him be smart in the action is pretty cool. I don't like the Spider-Verse aspects, like, at all. I don't know where that came from. I don't even think there was a recent Spider-Verse book that would imply that Miles was recently with the Spider-Verse group. Like, I really don't understand why Miguel and Ghost Spider are here at all. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to help us? And Miles like, I think you guys got it. And then Miguel's also like, I don't even think we need his help. And I don't like that either because Miguel's not an asshole in the comics. Can we not have movie synergy for Miguel? Miguel is a great character. Sure, he's a little harder and colder than the rest of the Spider people, but he's not an asshole. He shouldn't be an asshole to like a 17-year-old kid. Like, come on. Okay, sip my water. But yeah, I didn't like any of the Spider-Verse stuff. I didn't like Miguel being kind of a dick. And I will say it was good that Miles said no to it. He was like, nah, I don't need to be a part of any of this stuff. But usually in a run, when somebody puts something like that in the earlier part, it's because it's going to come back later on when they're going to, Miguel's going to come back. He's like, all right, Miles, we need you. Let's go. And I feel like that's going to happen. But they did talk about in it, like Miles was like, dude, I've been universe hopping so much. I've been doing all this shabazz. Like, I really would rather, I don't even remember what universe I'm supposed to be in. I'd rather stay here for a bit now. And I agree. Like, let him stay here for a bit. Just tell the story. So, I don't like the movie synergy, but as long as Miles is enjoying them, it's fine. Overall, I'd say it's a great start. I have written here, I'm excited to see where things go. I mainly hope the writers kept Miles as fast-paced Spider-Person with new villains and whatnot, and that's here. He did get a new villain in this book as well. He's supposed to be related to Jeff, which has like some Nick Fury backstory as well. What else is here? The Spider-Verse synergy was whack. The artwork is a 10 out of 10. It's not Vicentini, but it doesn't have to be. Vicentini is a god, but so this current artwork looks like it could be godlike as well. I thought it was really fun. It was really bright. It looked not bombastic. It looked high-flying, saturated. I loved it. All in all, I don't really have too many issues. I see a lot of people online, they're complaining that Miles Morales seems like he's being factory reset back to zero, and I just don't get that at all. Yes, he doesn't have Tiana, and yes, he's back in his regular suit. Outside of that, though, he's not dumb. Like, he's super smart when it comes to fighting, as we can see. He didn't lose any of that. He still has all of his powers as well, too. Like, I don't understand what the factory reset's supposed to be. He got his costume back. That happens all the time when people get different costumes. They go back to their old costumes. And he lost his love interest, which also happens all the time. And not only just comics, reality. People aren't always going to be with the same people forever. I am very excited to see where it goes, but I will just reiterate one more time. Please, for the love of fucking God, tell us what happened with Tiana at some point. And if you're going to do the Spider-Verse thing, don't do movie synergy-wise and have Miguel be regular Miguel like he was in 2099, not like how he was in the movie. I would say, first issue, pick it up, take your own thoughts in on it, and go from there. I liked it. I liked it a lot. There is some things I know people aren't going to like the lack of Tiana, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I want you to formulate them yourselves, not to steal my thoughts and just be like, this is correct. Like, no, like, that's just my opinion. Feel free to voice your own opinions as well. Everybody's entitled to them.